Hi, I'm Ricardo from JC Excavations. I'll be going through the basic operations for our Caterpillar dump trucks. This, for example, is a Cat 730 tipper dump truck, current model 2018. We're going to be starting on the front left-hand side of the truck, checking it, working our way around. Looking underneath firstly, no leaks underneath, checking hydraulic tank, sight glass, oil levels on the sight glass, perfect, don't need anything else. Tyre, checking for damages, checking for tyre pressures while the pressure's there. Checking suspension, make sure the suspension's at the right height. It's going to be like the same every day. We're going to be checking the steps, make sure they're clean. Your 3 points of contact, your access is most crucial. You're going to be looking at the articulation joint, you're going to be looking at the cylinders, making sure there's no damage to the drive shaft. The grease nipple bank right there, this has got an auto-greasing system with the hoses, as you can see. Otherwise, that bank would be full of grease nipples. Following around, grease nipple would be there, grease nipple would be there, grease nipple would be behind that fire extinguisher. Continuing on, we've got the cylinder. We're checking for damages, checking for tyres, checking for pressures, damages, leaks, all the way inside, looking underneath through to the other side, checking for grease nipples, tailgate grease nipple, another tyre here, checking for pressures, checking for damages, right around to the back corner. Move around to the back, we can see these tyres, we can see the inside walls, we can check them for damages. Got the dog bone bushes, checking them, checking the elephant's feet, they're very important. Make sure the reverse camera is intact and clean, all your lights are working. Move around to the last side, we're going to be doing the same thing again, checking all these tyres, checking the chains, looking at the bushes, making sure there's nothing visually out of the ordinary than what it was the day before or the day you got the truck. Check it around all the way around, checking cylinders again, all the way around to the second articulation side, where there is a little bit more grease nipples, but not as much as the other side. Move along to the front, another access steps, making sure they're all clean, 3 points of contact as you walk up. Front tyre, also very important. Checking your suspension, make sure the other side is exactly the same. This has got the auto greaser pot up the top, making sure that's full. If not, there is a grease nipple to refill it. Diesel fuel cap, make sure it's on there tight. Some of the fuel carders do forget to put them back on, so make sure it's on there properly. Moving along, you've got an e-stop. Make sure you're aware of where your e-stops are. There's one on this side, one inside the cabin. There might be one on the other side as well, but make sure you're aware of where they're located. If you do damage truck, report it. Let us know. We're happy to know about it, fixing it then and there, then worrying about it later. Looking at the front of the truck, we're also checking our tow points underneath for any leaks again, making sure we're not damaging the covers. After a walk around, we're going to be going to the battery isolator. Battery isolator located at this side of the truck. Battery isolator is right here, lockable. Flip it up, turn it on. The location of this truck bonnet lift is right here on the inside of the door. We can lift up the bonnet and do our pre-operational checks. Transmission check, transmission dipstick. Pulling it out while the truck's not running is fine, while it's cold, because on this will show a transmission cold start. Engine oil, engine's not running, we're going to be checking for a safe cold start. Checking our filters, making sure there's no leaks. Most importantly, the water separator. Using a phone torch, I can see it's nice and crystal clear behind it. This is an AdBlue truck. Your AdBlue is here. You do have an access door panel, but ideally, lifting up the bonnet while you're doing your pre-start checks can easily access the AdBlue tank. Once you finish your pre-operational checks, we're going to be adjusting the steering wheel, checking our gauges, adjusting the seat to your settings. Right here is your lever, telescopic, tilt adjustment, so adjust to your level of driving. Turn the key to reds. We're going to be able to adjust the seat to the right height. We're not going to pump it too hard. Then we're going to move to the gauges. We're going to be visually checking the fuel level and then your AdBlue level. If you need to know the hours are right here. Or your temperature, your rev limiter, your temperature of your transmission is right here. E-stop right here, right in front of you. Like I said, be aware of where your e-stops are. The operator's manual behind the dicky seat, and also has the risk assessment there. Sign onto it, understand it, and know it. The operator's manual should be read and understood by the operator. Once all your pre-operational checks are done, you're ready to start the truck. You also have that screen to do all your checks. All the information's in there, service, warnings, alerts, everything you need to know. Have a play, you have time, you're not going to damage anything in that screen. Whilst in drive, use that yellow button I showed you earlier on the joystick lever, the top yellow button. Press it and it'll show you gear shift hold illuminated on the dash. I've held the first gear right now, so I will not go above first gear. But if I pressed gear shift hold in any gear above first, that will be your maximum top gear. Whilst going down a hill, if I know my safe speed is in second gear going down the hill, utilizing this retarder control, I will gear shift hold in second, so I know my truck will not go past second gear. This is so you can safely make it down the hill. So this is your tipper control. On the front of the joystick, obviously press back, taking the bin up in the air safely. Whilst tipping up in the air, utilize the screen showing your machine stability. This is a factory standard option in all the newer cab tipper dump trucks. With the same tipper hoist joystick, pressing and holding down until the bin safely drops down. When you finish using the truck, once you park it up on a safe level ground, your isolator is right here to turn off the truck. This is an AdBlue truck, so the orange light will be illuminated. Make sure you wait, which will be close to a minute, until the AdBlue finishes purging before turning off the isolator. Do not turn the isolator off with that light illuminated. We do try and show you the information here and write it in there for you so you don't stuff it up. Now the light is turned off, so we can safely turn off the isolator.